Hello, I'm Ann Geddes. Every 2 seconds, somewhere in the world, a baby is born too soon. Did you know that premature birth is the leading cause of newborn deaths, not just in the US, but around the world? With each week these precious babies stay and thrive in the womb, the risk of disabilities is significantly reduced. It's not too late to make a difference. Premature birth can be prevented, and new lives can be saved. The March of Dimes has created a network of prematurity research centres developing new treatments that will assist in making a difference. The March of Dimes continues to work with parents, the medical community and governments to bring improved prenatal care to mothers and their babies. Give every newborn the chance to be born healthy. Join with me and the March of Dimes. Take the first step. Visit marchofdimes.org.
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bozzy. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey, guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Sal.
Hey, everyone.
This is Selena.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R.
What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to DaBooth312 on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago.
And this is Fresh.
If there was ever a time to live united, it is now. Now is the time to speak with one voice, to build up, not tear down. It's time to join hands and live united against the problems that keep our communities from thriving. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you? Volunteer or donate now at unitedway.org.
Reaching the World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of The Booth 312 right here, coming from Chicago, broadcasting from WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago and DaBoothRadio.com. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're in Chicago, in the Chicagoland area, it is windy out today. You know, the cold we're kind of used to at this point. It's not as much of a big deal, but I'm telling you, with the wind blowing the way it is, you get slapped in the face by that cold wind. Yeah, it definitely, you could feel it. It feels worse than it is. So if you guys don't have to be out, you could be home staying warm and everything, cozying up, then do it. Cozy up, have that radio turned up, listen to the tunes of the Booth 312. And enjoy yourself. And then 9 months later, well, hey, that's not our fault.
Right back at it again.
Hey, guys, it's been a great week. A lot of things going on. You know, it's really surprising. But then again, I guess it's not surprising that R. Kelly is now in jail. He could not come up with the $100,000 bond to bond out of jail. So he is currently in the Cook County jail still, probably partying up with Juicy, I don't know. But I'm telling you, man, it is really going on in Chicago. But you know what? It doesn't surprise me. You know, all the hype's out there because of Juicy, because of R. Kelly and everything. But there's a lot going on all over the place. The media is going to pick and choose who they're going to talk about, when they're going to talk about it. And it is what it is. You know, there's nothing you can do. You know, another thing that people were talking about going on, this was at a basketball game. And, man, you know, I'll tell you, as an artist, when people don't even recognize you, don't care that you're performing, you're doing anything, that's a real big slap in the face. That is, you know, it's a big hit. Well, Ja Rule Saturday was doing a halftime show for a basketball game. And nobody even paid attention. Nobody noticed. So he did a performance at a halftime show between the Timberwolves and the Bucks. That's the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Minnesota Timberwolves game in Milwaukee. Nobody gave a crap. They didn't care that he was performing. Nobody even really paid attention. That's one slap in the face right there for an artist to perform.
Know, baby.
And you know what? It's not like Ja Rule just came out or anything. You know, I will say that. It's not like he's just new to the game in a sense. So people knew about Ja Rule. He's been out for a while, but wow, to you know, perform and to have the hype and then nobody really cares. That's that says a lot. What can you do? Another one in the news right now is Tyga. For all you rap hip hop fans, Tyga's in the news. He was dragged out of the club by the neck during a Floyd Mayweather birthday party. And, as he gets out, he's in such a huff that he reaches and grabs, or tries to grab, let me rephrase it, tries to grab his security's gun from their waist. But his security guard already knew that it would have been no good had he done that. So he was holding on tight, would not let that gun get out of his holster. That's good training from the security. But, I mean, Tyga was, come on. If you're acting a fool and you're being escorted out, then, hey, stop acting a fool. Just get out. But take it to that next level to go and grab a gun. What are you going to do? You're going to shoot the man because he got you out of the club? Or you're just trying to intimidate him and make him scared? I mean, come on, really?
Well, that's what their image. Look at it this way, and let's go back to Ja Rule right quick. Mm-hmm. Perfect example of what you're saying right now. Ja Rule told everybody and put in his music that he was from the streets, he was from the hood, and then everybody found out he was from the suburbs. Which there's nothing wrong with being from the suburbs, but it's just that.
Hey, if you represent, you're from a city, and we get this in Chicago all the time. People always repping saying, I'm Chi-Town, I'm Chicago. And
they live in Carbondale.
You live in the suburbs. Don't even give me that.
You say live in Schaumburg.
Hey, when you tell me you from the west side, and we talking you far west side Aurora, so come on now, you are not in Chicago west side, okay?
I mean, but, I saw that in the military, too. People be from, Macomb, Illinois, and I'm from Chicago.
Yeah.
But the same the reason why that rapper pulled out the security guard's gun and put up a fight instead of just going out like any other person would do is because that's his image. Because then, if the word got out that he was tossed out on his head by security at the Mayweather party, then people would be like, man, are you really gangster? Because I'm gangster and I wouldn't have let that happen. So that's why he said, well, I got to do something.
I got to rep to support.
I got to do something. I got to pull out my old English 40 ounce, show how hard I am. But yeah, it was just for his image. That was just an image thing. That wasn't about being hard. It was just because he had to protect his own image from being tarnished because he got thrown out by security and then put up no fight, and they grabbed him by the throat, like he said, and it was like pictures being taken. So he had to show, I'm not just going to sit here and take that.
I don't know.
It's like taking a belt from your mom and then go, oh, here you go. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking.
Hey, are you, I don't know, are you into the fights and Conor McGregor?
I like UFC better than I like boxing.
Okay. So you and I are on the same page with that one.
Right.
So I guess
he's just a little bit way too talkative for me.
Khabib, his manager says that McGregor is actually scared to rematch him. He's scared to fight him. But, that's nothing new. It's not like we haven't seen that before. We've had other fighters that, they may win a match, and it may be right or may be wrong of how they won it, but they won a match. And now that the opponent wants a rematch, and it's like, I ain't going to fight him.
I mean, look how many guys.
I can't lose this now.
Look, there was and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but
You're wrong.
I'm not a big boxing fan, but I just remember back in the day, not too many boxers asked for rematches against Mike Tyson.
Man, it was crazy. What are you talking about?
A couple of them.
Nobody wanted to get their ear bit off.
Well, he was hungry that day. His trainer said, you ain't eating that cornbread before you go out there. And that's why when, Levant.
Look, if he was if the opponent was pimping a carrot in the ear and then you were going for that, I can kind of understand you trying to make that money. But come on now, you're getting a little too aggressive there when you, ripping it off.
When you're sitting there eating oxtails and hog mugs, you could possibly eat an ear. So, that's what it was. He was just a little bit hungry. Not hungry. And he took a chomp
hungry hippo.
There you go.
Hey, we got a great show for you guys today. Our guest just got in the house here. We got DJ Big E. Yeah, we're talking about Big E, the DJ, not Big E, the wrestler. So We got DJ Big E. I don't know. He is a big guy. He might want to wrestle up in here. I'll let Ron take care of that if he wants to throw down the ring with him. But are you knocking around cameras now, huh, Ron? But, guys, yeah, it's going to be a great thing. Let's get Big E on the mic here. Hey, Big E, thanks for coming in, brother.
Appreciate you.
Oh, definitely, man. How you been, bro?
Been okay since this wind is about to blow a big person down.
Man, you too big. You ain't getting blown around. What you talking about, man? I know I had to have my feet down, too. But, yeah, I get it, man. They say it's a windy city for a reason, and it is windy out there. So I definitely agree with that, man. It's definitely blowing out there. And like I said, it was beginning of the show, it's this cold. 35 degrees really isn't that bad for people here in Chicago. We're kind of used to something like that. But when you get slapped in the face with those high winds at that temp, you feel it.
That's right.
I don't know, man. It definitely is something. But at least we ain't carrying crates no more and everything else in this kind of way.
I'm so glad of that. I'm so glad of technology today. We needed that back then.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. But you know what? The technology, if we had it back then, think about it now. Everybody's a DJ now because of the technology.
Right.
Just imagine how many DJs we'd have now. One of the funniest pictures I see on social media is, right now we have 1-2 people that are actually out there, dancing or whatever. You even see them dancing anymore. But, give it another 2-3 years, everybody's going to be in a DJ booth on that lineup. There's going to be nobody on the floor dancing because everybody's a DJ.
Yeah, you're right about that one, but everybody can't be a DJ.
In people's eyes today, I'm a DJ, I'm a DJ. Look, people play a track out all the way to the end, fade in a new track. At the very end of a track, I'm a DJ. I just blended that. Come on now, really? I don't know, man. I don't know. But, hey, we got a great show for you guys lined up. So stick around right here at DaBooth312. Broadcasting from WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago and DaBoothRadio.com. Love you guys. Stick around.
Tonight's the night we're gonna make it happen. Tonight we'll put all other things aside. Get in this time and show me some affection. We're going for those pleasures in the night. I want to love you, I feel you, I wrap myself around you. I want to squeeze you, please you, I just can't get enough. And if you move real slow, I let it go. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I know, I want you. I'm about to lose control, 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 and I think I like it.
All right, guys. So if you're not paying attention, it's Oscar night. The Oscars are coming back again tonight. So I don't know who's watching it. Ron, you gonna be watching the Oscars tonight?
I might. I mean, I've never been a big
Biggie,
Oscar
what about
guy.
you?
I've never been a big Oscar guy.
What about you, Biggie?
I might. I've never been a big Oscar fan. But
And see, I'm the same way. I've never really been big on the Oscars. Oscars been going on for so many years, but I've just never been a big fan of the whole red carpet scene and caring about the Oscars or who won what and whatnot. I don't know. It's just never was a big thing for me.
No, I mean, I think I watched the music awards more than I've watched the Oscars.
Well, I think that's one of the things for us. Music awards is a little different for us because of the fact that, we're in music. This is what we do. I guess the movie buffs, TV buffs, they're the ones that are into the Oscars thing, and want to see all that of their favorite actors. And
the other side to that
actresses.
is the Oscars have been disappointing to me. The times I've never watched it from beginning to the end, like the Grammys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But when I have watched the Oscars, there's movies that I'm like, that movie sucked, and yet they're getting 5 Oscars for the movie for best actor, best film, best directing. I'm like, how much
people
did you
got paid
pay?
off for that one,
right? I mean, and
that's what it is.
I mean, even in the Grammys, you say, how did that song win best song when this song was just the most popular song on the radio, but yet it came in as a nominee, but it lost to a song that I have never heard of. So you get the same give and take, but there's a lot of movies that I have never even seen at the movie theater, even advertised at showing now, but won all these awards. I'm like, when did that movie
Well, one of the movies that I'm waiting to see is the new Aladdin movie starring Will Smith. Now, we've seen a lot of promos. Promos are out right now and trailers, and people are getting to see a little, clips of it. And there's a lot of disappointment. People are saying that although they love Will Smith, he's a great actor, great musician, great all-around person, he's just not the person for this role. And
I'm still trying to
the way
figure
it's
out
put
why.
out. Have you had a chance to see any of them?
I saw the one trailer, but I didn't see the one showing Will Smith. So
okay, so I've seen it with Will Smith, and I have to be honest, I'm not really moved by his portrayal.
So what was it that didn't do it for you?
It didn't seem as sincere for the actor. Now, okay, we as Aladdin, if we all know, if you've seen Aladdin came out. It was a Disney movie. As far as the video aspect, obviously we know the book was out way before that, but the video aspect and the portrayal of Aladdin was a little bit more upbeat. It was more comical, more funny.
Okay,
Will Smith doesn't take that.
Okay, so you got to look at the other two aspects to this. One, let's go back in time to the cartoon that was done. The voice was done by
Robin
Williams.
Robin Williams. So there's an expectation to hear Aladdin be like what you saw in the cartoon. That's a mental block.
Yeah, I agree.
Number two, the writers and the directors may have wrote it differently to give a different vibe, because maybe they want to pull away. And I've seen that with a lot of the Marvel movies when we ask, okay, like we were talking about this on a previous show. You're not big into the comics, but why in the movie did it portray this character as being different? And a lot of people at Comic-Con get really disappointed because they're like, you didn't write this this role for this character that we are expecting in the comics to, to be in the comics, to be on the big screen. It's not the same. So it may be that they wanted to have they didn't want to be compared to the cartoon. They wanted to be the real film, just like The Lion King. There's parts of The Lion King that people didn't like in the real movie, or that's about to come out, the views, because it's not exactly like the cartoon was.
But you know what? I don't know. I mean, I get it. Okay, you want to turn it into something of your own, but if this was a hit, I mean, obviously Aladdin was a hit. They came out with what, 2, 3? Follow-ups. Yes. So, I mean, it obviously was a hit, and Robin Williams did a great job for the voicing, but, Robin Williams was just Robin Williams, but people had to portray, the writings of it and the comedy behind it. Robin Williams didn't do that. He had to read it and play with it.
Improvisation.
The improv, the improv is very important. I believe always improv is important.
So he set a bar. This is the problem. He set a bar, and he's no longer with us. So because he's no longer with us, you have to script it different, because now that character, whoever tries to get in that role, Will Smith or whoever, the bar's been set by Robin Williams.
But you know what? People like Vin Diesel, he's played multiple roles. He's done some comical type roles. He's done, more of a serious type role in aspects.
Right, but
he can do both. I mean, he might have been able to have been a better actor for that.
Okay, but
I don't know.
Has Vin Diesel had to follow behind someone that set the benchmark? No.
Well, I agree
if
with you
Vin
on
Diesel
that.
was put in the movie, people would still probably say, why did they get him? I mean, why? I mean, he's an action movie guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say you take The Rock and put him as
might have been another one. Yeah.
As Aladdin. Okay, the problem would be then again, he wasn't as funny. His comedy was dry because everybody has a benchmark that Robin Williams already set. Coming to America 2 is coming out.
Is it really? Yes, I didn't know about that.
Yes, they've been announcing it. There's a trailer coming soon, but it's just like when Friday came with Next Friday. You don't have the same people in there. The movie didn't. Everybody's expectation was to see Smoke in there, not Derek Smoking Jones. And hey, we miss you, bro. Wish you were here today.
Smoking Preacher.
Smoking Preacher, but they were looking for Smoke. Everybody was expecting Smoke to be in it because he helped make the first Friday. And a lot of people were disappointed. Then when the third Friday came out, people were like, okay, all right. Now that there's talks that there's going to be a new Friday, and Old Boy's going to be in it.
I don't know if they can do it. I mean, they already messed up.
They did
Friday after next.
But that's what Ice Cube was saying.
I don't know if they can.
That's what Ice Cube was saying.
I don't think they're going to pull it.
They're going to pull him back.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. But just like Coming to America.
But you know what? It was another one was like that was Triple X.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The original, it was a good movie.
The original was good.
They came out with the second one.
And Vin Diesel
wasn't in it. But the reason Vin Diesel wasn't in it because he was doing another movie. So it's not that he didn't want to do it.
Benchmark was
set.
Once you got a guy that has the voice for action and not taking any puns from Ice Cube doing the X2, but once again, X2, everybody's thinking Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people thought a racial thing, but you're thinking benchmark guy who said it in the first one.
Yeah.
Where's he at? They tried to say that he got killed. If you remember, they thought he was dead. Now, when X3 came out, he's back and he went in hiding. I haven't watched the movie, but that's what they said.
Yeah.
He went in hiding after X1, and the government thought he was dead.
I don't know. So we'll see. I mean,
we'll see.
I wish him the best. Like I said, I love Will Smith and everything he's done. I listened to his music back in the day. I watched his TV show. I really admire the guy, for what he's doing. He's works hard. and he's doing a lot. He's definitely put a foothold down for his family and
He
everything.
does stuff for the community.
Exactly. I'm not too happy with his son a little bit, but I mean that's a different story. But I mean, sorry, Will. But you know, I mean, I do have a lot of admiration for the man. I wish him the best in the movie. I hope I like the movie. You can't please everyone all the time, but you're right. There's that benchmark for the movie. So I wonder.
When is it supposed to come out?
You know what? Let me check that. I'm not sure when the release date
Well, while
for
you're
that one
checking
is.
that, you know, a lot of people gave Will Smith a lot of flack for the Netflix movie that he did, and it did pretty well.
Which one was that?
I can't think of the name.
Oh, you're talking about the alien one?
Where he was a cop.
I actually
right.
liked it.
It was a good movie.
I saw it. I liked it. There was
But
nothing wrong
then,
with it.
if you look at it after
But you know
that
what the biggest
movie,
problem was? They said because the whole racial, behind on that, it was racially involved. The way it was that the alien was seen as the black man, and the things.
now because everybody
And
was
that's
pointing.
what the biggest things that
what,
they were doing.
What they were portraying in the movie was everybody is pointing a finger at blacks or Hispanics or other ethnicities. And then what happened was now you bring a new equation into the factor. An alien race has come to the planet. They're living amongst us. We're all collaborating together. And now it's kind of like the human race became the giant racist people to be against the alien race that lives here. And, you know, that was the thing. But look how that sparked. That's where I was trying to go with it. It sparked other big actors and actresses like Sandra Bullock to be in Birdcage. I mean, that movie was awesome. If you haven't seen Birdcage,
No, I haven't seen that one.
check it out. Great horror movie. And the thing about it, it's a horror movie, and you don't even. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but it's a intellectual horror movie.
You got to think.
Yes.
Oh, I shouldn't have to think. Doesn't take a lot to think about getting someone killed. The release date for the new Aladdin movie with Will Smith starring in it is May 24th, 2019. So it'll be May 24th when that movie comes out. So, hey, I'm waiting to see it. I'm excited to see it. But I'm a little on edge too because I don't know. Like I said, the videos I'm seeing right now, the clips I'm seeing, they're just not getting me hyped up for the movie. So I don't know. I wonder.
Like I said, I mean, I think subliminally, and I could be wrong. It may not be you, but I think it's subliminally across the board. People have a higher expectation for the movie because of what Robin Williams did. I think that's the big.
I agree.
the big-
Hey, 100%. I agree with you. I believe the same thing. I think they're holding it in higher regards as well. And
I'm sorry, it's called Bird Box, not Birdcage. Bird Box with Sandra.
Bird
Cage,
Box,
Bird
oh,
Box,
okay.
Bird in a cage. Bird Box. Bird Box.
And bird's gonna
Netflix.
poop on your head, man. Keep it.
Well, I'd rather that happen than what happens in the movie. Okay.
Oh man! All right, guys. So that's what's going on with the movies. Let us know what you think, what you believe. If you got a chance to see the trailer for the new Aladdin movie, let us know what you think because we're getting a lot of negativity on it. We really like to know what you think about it, and let us know how you feel about it. Hey, like I said, Will Smith is a great actor, great all around. Actor, person, singer. But I don't know if this movie is going to be one for him because of the expectations. So we wonder.
What's our phone number?
I don't know. No, it's 312-567-3088.
Say that one more time.
All you need in Derek Jones mode. 312-567 3088.
88.
Oh,
You don't get that something wrong.
You dialed at the same time that he said it. Phone lines are open. The phone lines are open. Give us a call. Let us know what your thoughts are on Will Smith's role in Aladdin. And feel free to give us a call here at the booth anyway. Tell us what you think of the show. We try to put this number up. We were getting calls for a while. I don't know. Maybe somebody ain't paying their phone bill, but we were getting phone calls. Lines are open. So give us a call.
All right, guys. Stick around right here. DaBooth312. WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago and DaBoothRadio.com.
7 guys dance with one girl, and she'll be in the middle, and they would be in a circle around her, and they would jack. I put this like I do that in all my records and I sample it, right? And they would jack. Jack. Jack.
America's wounded warriors are coming home. After serving on foreign shores, these brave men and women are returning to their families and communities. Many have wounds you can see, and many have wounds you can't see, like post-traumatic stress disorder. Now that these warriors are back home, they are ready to enter the civilian workforce. To help, Wounded Warrior Project has developed the Warriors to Work program, a career counseling service that helps warriors translate their military experience to the civilian workplace. These extraordinary men and women bring proven world-class job skills and a unique perspective on teamwork to the job. And to ensure the right warrior finds the right job, Wounded Warrior Project works with employers to find just the right match. When you hire a wounded warrior, you hire an intelligent, talented, and committed new employee. Contact Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home the brave.
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bozzy. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Loud.
Hey everyone.
This is Salade.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R.
What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to Booth 312 on WIIT 88.9 FM Chicago.
And this is Fresh.
No matter who we are or where we come from, we all experience difficulties in life.
Military veterans know that sometimes it takes strength and determination to make it through.
Whether it's physical challenges or struggles on the inside, it takes strength to ask for help when you need it.
Learn how veterans like us have reached out for help and hear stories of strength and recovery at maketheconnection.net.
Reaching the World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth. Hey, welcome back, guys. You're listening to The Booth 312 right here, broadcasting from WIIT 88.9 FM and theboothradio.com. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit with our guest. Our big guest for today is DJ Big E. Again, Big E, thank you so much for coming in, bro.
Appreciate you.
So let's get to know a little bit about Big E. If you guys do not know who this man is, you're not from Chicago, but let's get to know Big E a little bit better. So Big E, man, how long you been spinning, bro?
I've been spinning for like about 25 years, but I've been playing around because I was a bouncer first, and you know, back in the day we used to, kick them out.
Those bad DJs, yeah, I get it, man. They really tear it up.
Hence the name Big E.
Back in the day, used to kick them out. They'd be our friends the next day. Now, they can't do that now because when they drink, they get a big ass on their chest, and that
you can do it at the
complaints.
house clubs and not worry about getting shot.
Exactly.
Hip hop, totally different.
Exactly. That's the reason why I went into retirement on that one and came out of retirement on the DJing point, because since I love the music more than I love bouncing, I had to catch up. So I'm back on the scene now.
Okay. All right. So what got you into the actual DJing aspect? Just because you love the sound of music, or was it something more, or what?
It was just something more. It just the creativity, and plus it's like every time you get mad or something like that, when I DJ, it just kind of like soothes me down. So basically,
yeah, well, we gotta soothe the savage beast. I get it, man. Don't want to make this man mad. I get it. No problem. So, what styles of music do you play, man?
Basically, house. I play hip hop, and I basically play all genres. But house is what they like me doing. And
now, when you say house, break it down for me, because there's a genre of house and there's subgenres. So there's Afro house, tech house, there's progressive house. What styles of house do you normally like to play?
Afro.
Okay, so you predominantly you like to play Afro house.
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. Now, I mean, what about soulful house? Or
I like to play all the above.
Okay, so you will play all the above depending on the crowd and the feel for it. Okay. All right, well, and that is an important thing. People don't realize that even in the house scene, being open-minded to the different styles of house music, you got to play for the crowd. Even though, like myself, I like to play what I like but realistically, you're there to play for the crowd. You want to move the
Absolutely.
crowd.
Absolutely.
So yes, you want to get your best selection that you like, that you have. You just got to make sure it's working for them.
Okay, so since Rob said that, and we've been friends for a minute.
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
So
keep going.
So we've been friends for a minute. How do you have when you go and you play a lot on the South Side? You've played downtown as well, and I've come check you out at both sides of the spectrum. But what is when you go and you're playing on the South Side for the South Side crowd? Do you find yourself being limited on what you can play?
Absolutely, I do.
And doesn't that frustrate you?
Yes, it do. It frustrates me a lot, but again, as he said, you got to play for the crowd. You can't play for yourself. So,
because the reason why I asked that is because I've been asking a lot of DJs like Derek and older DJs been in the game. What happened to the mindset of the house DJ bringing something to the crowd, to the party that they've never heard before, banging it out, and because that's what the founders of house did. Everybody wanted to play that new record first, to be the first one to say, I played it, play it, and the crowd was like, I ain't never heard that. But
you have to ease it to it. You just can't make it.
Unless you're Ronnie.
Exactly. Especially if they, familiar with the hey and the wonderful and stuff like that. You got to ease it to them. You got to play it and see if they vibe to it. If they don't vibe to it, you better hurry up and put that other song, that vibe to it. That's the only way that you'll, make the crowd, like the new songs.
So, did you feel more free when you were downtown or up north?
Oh, absolutely.
Because then they just there to party and dance, not to criticize. You put on your stuff,
right.
And you play, and they just appreciate it.
That's correct.
So, why do you think Chicago became like that, or got to that point?
I have no say on that, but we need to get together. That's all I can say. We need to get it back together. We as Chicago, and as all the gin, like New York and everything, they follow Chicago. This is where it came from. So we need to get together. We need to, stick by each other. Stop criticizing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Every DJ is like a thumbprint. We cannot play the same. So
exactly. I think if you got a party, to me, a perfect ideal party is you have
playing all night. Yeah, we know that.
A DJ that plays old school, a DJ that plays Afro, a DJ that plays soulful, a DJ play deep house, tech house, and people, because especially if the place is open real late, you're gonna have different flows of people coming in. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have the older folks that ain't gonna stay out till 2-3 in the morning, that'll come in and be there to hear what they like, the old school. And then they could leave, and as they're transitioning out, you got younger folks coming from other parties, and they hear the stuff that they're familiar with. Right. And I find that those kind of parties have been the most successful, but those are the only ones that you find downtown or up north. Where on the South Side, folks are like, I ain't driving to the city. So, just my observation, but I wish that the mindset would go back to what the old school way of it was.
And I agree.
Bring it, hit me up on the dance floor. If I hear some of my old hits in a mix, okay. But if I don't, I'm still happy because the floor was jumping, So with that, who were some of your inspirations to become a DJ?
I have several, but I'm going to name two. It is Gene Hunt and Mike Dunn. See,
okay.
Mike Dunn, he really bring it. And Gene Hunt, he just, I don't know what to say. He really bring it. So, and that's my favorite too. That what brought me in the game. Then I got Emmanuel, DJ Emmanuel. And I got, where I play it right now, I got Mickey and I got Little John.
Okay.
Like I said, I got a handful, but I'm just gonna name those right now.
Now you're saying where you play at. So where are you playing at currently?
On Mondays, I play at the Family Den on 89th and Stony Island. If you in the Chicago area,
you playing tomorrow?
Yes, I do.
I'm coming out there.
You better. I start at 7. my sets ends at 9, but I stay there all night. So.
See, I've yet to meet Little John, and I've been wanting to meet Little John because I've heard so much about him, never met him.
Well, you know, I'll tell him to bring his stepsuit so you can meet him.
You mean the little just ain't a name? I guess that's like Big E.
You gotta watch it because I've seen some big dudes named Lil Wayne or Lil Mike, and you're like you're expecting to see something small, and
no, that was a nice girl that gave him that name. But yeah, I get it. No, I get it. So yeah, definitely we gotta check that out. Let's tell them again when they can check you out and where.
89th in Stony Island in Chicago. Every Monday, we have Magic Mondays. The resident DJ, Mickey Calvin and Little John.
It's not like Magic Mike now.
I knew
you guys aren't.
I'm not in my 20s no more, so hey.
Okay, hey, I'm just making sure that they know.
Ladies, he only does private shows.
Exactly.
And how can we find out more about
not
DJ
the private
Big
shows,
E?
but more about DJ?
Yeah, they can ask that on their own.
Hey, you can follow me on Facebook on Eric DJ Big E Woodard, and base that's the only one right now.
Are you on Mixcloud at all or SoundCloud?
Yeah, I'm on SoundCloud. Yeah.
Okay, and
So-
under Big E or DJ Big E?
DJ Big E.
Okay.
Yeah, remember that DJ Big E. Because if you put in just Big E itself, you're going to see the wrestler. And I was like, man, I wonder if Big E knows he's out wrestling now with the WWE.
He could. He could.
Yeah, he probably could.
You know.
You still hitting the gym, man?
I'm trying to.
Do it look like he stopped? He's carrying
You know
the
what?
gym with him.
I stopped hitting the gym. I do natural lifting. I lift at home with whatever weights I have there, but
Spoon,
otherwise, no, it's actually like
A gallon of milk.
Piece of bread.
It's more like concrete and bags and natural stuff around the house or whatever I can lift.
So basically, you're doing
Don't have to spend it.
You're doing a Chris Zorn workout. Remember Chris Zorn? He couldn't when he was before he went to Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't afford. His mom was working 3 jobs, couldn't afford the weight, so he stole manhole covers and crushed cans and got.
I work with a guy that actually does that. Now, you look at the regular size manhole covers. That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's bigger ones than that.
Oh yeah.
And people may not know that. They're about 4 feet wide. I got a partner that I worked with that lift those by himself. That has done it. I'm just like, wow, and he'll throw it. Big dude. And he lifts. He goes to the gym. He hits the gym all the time. He lifts. I'm like, mad respect to somebody that can do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So stick around right here, DaBooth312. We're gonna check out some more of these tracks. When we get back, you're gonna have that live mix by DJ Big E right here. Stick around. DaBooth312, WIT 88.9 FM, and DaBoothRadio.com.
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bozzy. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Loud.
Hey everyone.
This is Salade.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R.
What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to Booth 312 on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago.
And this is fresh.
Regional World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
I'm Tiffany. I have some tips for you on how to quit smoking like I did. First, I did some reading about it. I found a lot of great advice on how to quit smoking and picked out the ways I thought would work best for me. I started by setting a quit date. Then I threw out my ashtrays, lighters, and matches. I did other things too, like exercising more, and it worked. But I'd still get cravings, especially on long car rides. To help me with that, I put a picture of my mother in my car. She died of lung cancer from smoking cigarettes when I was only 16. Now I have a 16-year-old daughter. That picture of my mother reminds me that I don't want to miss all the things my daughter is going to do in her life, including turning 17.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bozzy. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Lau.
Hey everyone.
This is Selena.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R.
What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to DaBooth312 on WIIT 88.9 FM Chicago.
And this is Fresh.
Are you at risk for oral cancer?
I never chew tobacco.
I don't drink much.
Never smoked a cigarette in my life.
You're 3 times as likely to get oral cancer if you drink or use tobacco. What about HPV?
HPV? Isn't that about cervical cancer?
What does that have to do with oral cancer?
You're 30 times more likely to get oral cancer if you have HPV or the human papillomavirus.
HPV? Didn't know that.
Learn more about HPV and oral cancer at myoms.org. This message is brought to you by your oral and facial surgeons.
I'm Tiffany. I have some tips for you on how to quit smoking like I did. First, I did some reading about it. I found a lot of great advice on how to quit smoking and picked out the ways I thought would work best for me. I started by setting a quit date. Then I threw out my ashtrays, lighters, and matches. I did other things too, like exercising more, and it worked. But I'd still get cravings, especially on long car rides. To help me with that, I put a picture of my mother in my car. She died of lung cancer from smoking cigarettes when I was only 16. Now I have a 16-year-old daughter. That picture of my mother reminds me that I don't want to miss all the things my daughter is going to do in her life, including turning 17.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
A message from wildlife biologist Jeff Corwin for American Humane.
Every year, 30,000 elephants are killed by poachers. 8 million tons of plastic is dumped into the ocean, and 18 million acres of forest disappear. And with them, many of the remarkable animals that share our planet. These animals need our help. Their very survival depends on our ability to protect them. Zoos and aquariums are on the front lines of wildlife conservation and inspire environmental stewardship amongst the millions of families that visit every year. And know that zoos and aquariums that have earned the Humane Certified Seal of Approval from American Humane will not give up until every species has a fighting chance for survival. Find out more and help protect and preserve the amazing creatures that share our world.
Brought to you by American Humane.
Reaching the World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth. Hey, what's going on, guys? You're listening to DaBooth312, WIIT 88.9 FM, and DaBoothRadio.com. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. You just got off with a mix by DJ Big E, our guest for today, for this week. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Hey, I just want to go ahead and say real quick, happy birthday. Tomorrow is, now see if you guys know the name, Ryan Gary Radden. If you don't know that name, maybe you know him by his DJ name, his alias, Cascade. Tomorrow, DJ Cascade is going to be enjoying another birthday. I'm trying to think how old he is. I don't have his age right here. Yeah, I think he's in his 40s. I think he's going to be 50. Like 45 or something like that. You know, he's mid-40s now. No, you old farts that are up in your 40s. No, I was playing.
Where are you at again?
25. I stopped at 25. All right. So I just want to say happy birthday to Cascade. If you guys are not familiar with Cascade, his origins, he actually is from Chicago originally. Then he moved out to the West Coast. But he was originally from Chicago, and much love, much support to Cascade in doing what you do with your music. So, what's going on for you this week, Ron?
Well, getting ready for, actually on Wednesday. Wait, no, I got another week. So I'm kind of, I thought it was, I'm already trying to get into March. We're almost there, but we got coming up. What I have coming up is March 6th. I'll be at Estate playing with.
What state are you in?
Estate. I'll be playing with our previous guest. I'll be playing with our previous guest, Randall Dean, at the Circle Party.
Hey, your personal life is your personal life, man. I want to know what you're playing with.
And then I'll be playing at Xavier's on March 9th. That will be the first annual, well, not annual, but the first of many Night Grooves parties in Chicago. I'm orchestrating that, and the resident DJs are myself, House 13, Vincent R., and David Britton. We'll be bringing it to you live on the ones and twos every second Saturday of the month. So March 9th is the kickoff of the party. Doors will already be open, but the party starts at 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. No cover at the door, drink specials, all that good stuff. Great atmosphere. There's 2 bars inside of Xavier's. If you've never been there, the sound system is amazing. So come on down and party with us at Xavier's March 9th from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. And like I said, and if you, for those folks that are in or around the downtown area, come out to Estate March 6th. And that's going, I believe, from 9 to 2. If I got that time wrong, I'll put it up again. But I believe that's 9 to 2, and that's a Randall Dean production. So
yeah, it's called The Circle, right?
The Circle, yes.
Now, I did see you, if you guys want to know more about what's going on, what's coming up, you guys can go to our website, DaBoothRadio.com. That's DABOOTH radio, RADIO.com. Check out the events page. We have all the events up there. But I noticed that Circle actually has been going on. I got quite a few different nights with Circle, a few different DJs.
Yes, he's going to be, I think, the following week, after the week I play with him, he's going to have Serena, CZ Boogie, getting down with him with a few others. So yes, this is his baby, and it's jumping off pretty well, it looks like. So I've done some other events with Randall Dean. Big shouts to him, and like I told him, come on out to the station again. You've been a guest here. Come on, and you can do a quick promo of the Circle and talk more about what it's about, and let our fans and followers know what you got going on.
Now, did you see the event that CZ Boogie was in this weekend?
I saw clips of it. I didn't see the full clip.
If you're into the BDSM, that's what it was all about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. The chains and the whips and all that.
She's a pole dancer. She does it on a frequent basis.
It can't be too hard to dance with poles. They don't move around too much.
The acrobatic stuff that they do.
Yeah, much love to them. I mean, seriously, you really have to be in shape to do it. And, other than it being a sexual thing, I know there's pole dancing classes out there. Women tend to do it more than the men, but it's really aerobic, and you really get in shape because you have to be in shape to do a lot of those moves. It's acrobatics, and hey, much love. Seriously, much love to those who do it.
We should have her come back on the show and talk about these new adventures that she's been posting up.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, that'd be a great thing if we could find out what else she's going on and what she's doing, because she's doing a lot with Five Magazine and whatnot. So definitely wouldn't mind to find out. So
it'd be a great show to have her and DJ Psycho on the show. I'm still pushing.
I got to reach out to Val again and see when she's available, because she is so busy. Val, I love you so much. You're a great person, great DJ. Slow down though. You're so busy. You're more busy than me, I think. But definitely gonna reach out to her again, and hopefully we can get her on here.
Would love to
soon.
meet you, because I used to go to Crowbars, and that was the main reason why I would go to Crowbar, was to hear DJ Psycho play.
Yeah, she's a great DJ. Big E, have you know much about Psycho? Because she's been around for a while.
I've heard of it. But
see, that says he's a Southsider right there. He's a Southsider right there. You don't get out to the North Side much, do you?
No.
I'll tell you what.
To be honest,
we got to get you well-rounded, man.
Yes, you do.
Old Crowbars, when she would get up there and play, that place blew up. I mean, Old Crowbar is now Prism. And if you haven't been to Prism, Prism's a pretty big club. And she get
Prism, not prison.
Right, she wasn't in prison, but she was at Prism.
That's right.
And she was playing at Crowbar, which is now Prism.
Well,
so,
yeah.
So those were the days that she was up there, and she was a resident DJ there, and she just tear it up. And it wasn't techno; it was what we call now tech house.
Right.
But it was back then considered minimal, and she didn't really do trance as much, but she would do a lot of minimal house. So mad shout, mad love out to DJ Psycho. Like I said, hit up Rob if he forgets to hit you up. I've been wanting to meet you since back in the day, and been a fan of yours for a long time. Come on the show, and let's talk. Tell us what you're doing and what you got going on.
Yeah.
Are you still producing? What is there anything coming out new that we could look forward to hearing? So hey,
definitely love to know. Speaking of something new, I did forget to mention. I want to make sure I let you guys know I will be performing at Angie's Lounge on the 1st. So March 1st, I will be performing with DJ Beto Rosales. We'll be throwing down at Angie's house, playing the best sounds of house music. 6214 West Cermak in Berwyn. That's 6214 West Cermak Avenue. From 9 p.m. to 3 a.m., we're going to be throwing down at Angie's Lounge. So check us out. Me and B-Boy Beto.
B-Boy Beto.
Too many B's. B-Boy Beto Rosales. We're going to be throwing down there. So that will be this Friday.
Okay.
Coming Friday. So definitely a lot going to be going on.
Is there a cover?
No cover.
What's the time frame again?
It's going to be from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m.
Okay.
We'll be throwing down. And then on the 2nd, will be a great lineup, too, if you guys want to go back for seconds. On March 2nd, DJ Jess and B-Boy Beto will be throwing down an all-vinyl, back-to-back vinyl set at Angie's Lounge. So it sounds like a lot's going to be going on over there. He's got it definitely popping.
Okay.
So
it's a nice spot. Great atmosphere. I had the opportunity to play with Beto. I was gonna. I
said B-Boy Beto enough times.
I wanted to get the B's right, but I didn't want to miss out. But I played with. I used to go to school with him in grade school, so we go way back.
Sorry, Beto.
So, yeah, I'm sorry that you booked Rob. I'm sorry, RTW. You got to have the lube man in Berwyn.
Nah, so you can't say it like Derek.
I just gotta.
The Smoking Preacher. Smoking Preacher definitely has that one down. You know.
And well, you know, it's still the lube man gonna be in Berwyn on the 1st. So make sure y'all there. I mean, if you've never heard RTW, I mean, if, for one, you watching the show, you've heard RTW play. He really does let loose. It doesn't seem like he does here because he's just about just hating everybody, but he does.
But I hate everyone equally.
Equal opportunity.
That's right.
Right. There you go. He has his own flag too. I hate everyone. You know. So
give me a reason to love you.
On next notes, what else do we got going on? We got the spring coming up. We got in the
when
6 weeks. In 6 weeks. No, regardless of what the doggone groundhog saw, but events coming this summer. I mean, they're stacking up. Chicago's house music events have doubled, tripled almost in the last, I've been almost back 2 years. And we got Spring Awakening coming. You got the Music Alliance Festivals coming. Montrose Beach Bash.
But you know what I'm surprised I haven't heard anything about yet? And this was a real big thing last year, more than any of theirs. Like you said, we've had a lot more events. I'm waiting to hear about the picnics. We had so many picnics. We were swamped with picnics. You know, everybody was having a picnic event. I'm just curious what's going on because I have not heard about one, not even one picnic yet this year. So I'm just curious. Did everybody say, man, there were too many? Did they realize there were just way too many picnics? Or what's going on?
I think right now, because we just had some stupid cold days, you know, you don't want to promote, some people don't want to promote that far out. You know, I mean, I think you'll start hearing more about the picnics coming maybe when we start hitting April, you know, because you start, you know, I mean, yes, I'm ready for skip the spring, let's go straight to summer. But that's just me. Some people feel like if I promote it too quick or too early, it's going to get buried, and that's more work for them to keep circling it, you know, on the different, you know, social media sites. So you'll probably hear about these picnics coming up once we hit mid-April, you know, getting ready to get into May, because now that's the mindset, that's the season. I'm just assuming.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, you know, if you're going to start promoting, you know, you got to watch a certain time to promote it. You don't want to hit things too early. You don't want to hit it too late either.
Right, exactly.
Because, you know, people start planning on what events they're going to go to and what they're not going to go to, if they're going to be out of town or whatnot.
Or they'll forget it. Do you see it too early?
Or they'll forget it because they see it too early, yeah. Or you put it up too early and then somebody else says, oh, that's great, I'm going to put mine in the day before or something like that. Now you don't go to the second one because you spent all your money and time at that first one.
Right. So, I mean, just like the...
timing is key.
At the event in that is at Xavier's, I mean, I wanted to put it out as soon as I got the word that we can do it, but it was a little too early. So it's the event page is out. I've invited tons of people. If you see the event, you know, come check us out. Like I said, there's no cover, so you know, come on out and enjoy the music. I mean, we got pretty much when I put this DJ, these house DJs together, I looked at how everybody plays in their genres. And I said, you know, I got some guys that could play old school if they want. I got some guys that could play, you know, late 90s.
So you said if they want. So does it mean everyone gets an open opportunity to play whatever they feel like playing?
They can. They can, but they also are well-rounded to be able to play, as what we talked about with Big E, playing for the crowd, not for yourself. So they're versatile. These are guys that are versatile DJs, and that's why I handpicked them. And I'm going to be bringing guys like Big E as a guest DJ, in there. So, I just ask. I'm not asking for everybody to drop what they're doing or say forget that party and come to ours. I'm saying, hey, if you're on your way out and you're going to go to a later party, or you go to an earlier party, come on, swing by Xavier's on 4456 Southwestern Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. We look forward to having you.
Or if you don't even feel like going out, just get your rear end up and go there anyways.
Like I said, there's 2 bars inside the place. This place is very spacious. For those who came to my birthday party, you know the layout. If you didn't come to my birthday party, shame on you, because you could have got a free DJ Ron T-shirt. I can't even say my name. DJ Ron Tinsley T-shirt. It's that bad boy. It's the Beto B-boy thing. I'm still messed up over that. But if you didn't get the T-shirt, I'm gonna have some more. But let me know, because I don't want to pay the money for them and nobody wants them. I mean, if you want a T-shirt, if you haven't seen them, go on my webpage. But I mean, we're gonna have things there. I'm gonna have some good events tied in with guest DJs and the DJs playing house music. I'm just not gonna let the cat out the bag, because I haven't talked to Javier to get approval. But if I can, I'll just put it like this: if I can get the approval, I'd like to have some body painting artists in there and paint.
Forget the artists, just give me the models. All right, guys, stick around right here at DaBooth312. We'll be back, talk a little bit more. I want to tell you guys about the heightened security for the Oscars tonight, so stick around.
We're going to get into another mix? Are we going to get into another mix before we end?
One of us will.
Okay, we'll see. Just ask.
Listen to Booth 312. We're broadcasting from WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago and DaBoothRadio.com.
You wrap your arms around me. You say you'll be right here. Yeah, you made me that promise. But like everything, times change. Minutes feel just like an hour. Then they're gone again. But still I'm sitting here, wishing you'll come back, but you're gone. Still I'm sitting here in slow motion, 'cause I've held in this feeling for far too long. Tell me that you're here, going nowhere, but back in my eyes. Whenever I feel lonely, dream of days with you by my side. I had someone to hold on to, but just like everything, people change. Feelings flow just like the ocean, and then they're gone again. Still I'm sitting here, wishing you'll come back, but you're gone. Still I'm sitting here in slow motion, 'cause I've held in this feeling for far too long. Tell me that you're here, going nowhere, but back in my eyes. Back in my I'm going nowhere, but back in my Tell me that you're here, going nowhere, but back in my arms.
Keep on moving. Flying. Stop the
Hey, this is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bozzy. This is Calvin Harris.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey.
Hey, what's up? It's Lau.
Hey everyone.
This is Salada.
It's Selena.
This is Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
This is Zed.
This is K-Joy.
This is Vincent R. What's up, guys? Twitch and Scratch. You're listening to Booth 312 on WIIT 88.9 FM Chicago.
And this is Fresh.
Regional World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth. You're in the mix. DJ RTW, The Booth, Mix 6.
ready for the night in. She's heading for the lights, but she sees the vision going, cupping line after line. See how she looks like trouble, see how she dances and she sips the Coca-Cola. She can't tell the difference.
Hey, thank you all for tuning in. We got RTW on the ones and twos, beating it up right now, like we do each and every Sunday. If you tune in right here on YouTube and our many different broadcasting sites like Spotify, TuneIn, and many, many more, Ustream, the list is long. But if you tune in each and every Sunday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here, this is your channel for the best house music in the world. Broadcast to you live. There's no pre-recorded shows. This is live on the air each and every Sunday. I'd like to give a big thanks to our brother Big E for coming out, showing us some love, playing on the ones and twos, throwing it down, and letting us know where we could catch him at. And I'll be out there Monday night, tomorrow night, to give you some support and love. But like I said, you all have a great week. Be safe out there. Let's love one another. Less hate, more love, and take time to talk to people and settle your differences instead of fighting and arguing, because you get nowhere if you got two negatives going in one direction. So with that, life is really short. Cherish it, embrace it, and take it for what it's worth and live it to your fullest. I'm going to shut my mouth and let you get back into music. I'll see you on next Sunday with our special guest, Gene Hunt, in the house with Derek Smokin' Jones, Rob Waite, RTW, and yours truly, DJ Ron Tinsley, The Black Door. Y'all have a good week. See you all next Sunday.
What you talking about?
We're all part of your community.
We all play a role in keeping our community safe.
So protect your everyday.
If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
Drowning is a leading cause of accidental death and brain injury for children. The National Drowning Prevention Alliance believes we can change that if everyone follows the Safer 3 rules.